morning. Welcome to another episode of Conscious Straight Talk.
Yes. Hi, my name is Katie Hutchinson, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm also a certified mediator. And we're so happy to have you guys here today.
And I'm Lindsey Kearns. I'm the mama behind MalibuMamaLoves.com, and I'm also a certified conscious trauma-informed life coach.
Yes.
So it is really hard to get the sleep your body requires with today's fast-paced lifestyle. I know you and I both feel that one.
Yeah.
But studies are showing us how important sleep is for our bodies.
So important.
And most of us don't get enough of it. Whether you struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, carving out enough time for sleep, it simply cannot be ignored. And if you suffer from insomnia, getting enough sleep is a major challenge.
Oh gosh, I suffer. Do you suffer? Okay. So lack of sleep equals stress on the body, equals physical symptoms, equals a breakdown in your immune system, right? This may result in weight gain or loss. That's not something that I like, the gain. Heart problems, that's not good. Diabetes, that's an issue. Premature aging, no woman wants to prematurely age, right? Or most don't.
Yeah.
Hair loss, so men, you better get your sleep. Hormone imbalances, and there's so much to talk about with this. Well, that's another whole issue.
That's a whole nother show.
Infertility, which I keep seeing more and more and more of in the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
A lowered immune system, like I said, and just your overall personality. I personally am so irritable. Shall I go on? Because I can go on and on and on. Okay.
Right.
So lack of sleep can sap not only your energy level, but it can also just destroy your mood. Because and your work performance and your relationships. Because when I'm irritable, when I don't get sleep,
the first person you take it out on.
Who do I take it out on? My husband. So yeah.
But you see, amazing things happen while you're sleeping. And that's why it's so important to get this sleep. And I don't even think most of people realize what's going on in their bodies. They're like, I don't need to sleep. I need to work. Well, no, actually you don't. And so here's what's going on with you guys while you sleep. Your memory is getting the break and it is enhancing itself. So it will actually be better for the rest. You'll have a better memory, short and long term.
So this is going to help with dementia?
Well,
because that's my future.
That's a whole different kettle of fish.
Okay.
But it gives your nerves and your muscles the time to rest. And most importantly, when you are asleep, that's when your immune system kicks into gear. And it does a complete run through of your entire body. And that's when it heals. It's not healing you when you're awake. It can only do it while you're asleep. So it's super important to let your body get that rest.
Is that why I want to sleep all the time? Is this why I want to sleep all the time?
It might, because you're not feeling well. You want to go to sleep.
So the body goes through a complicated regulation of the immune system functions. The body produces more growth hormone. Oh, wait, I'm only 5'2". Am I going to grow?
No, but you're going to get thinner.
Oh, okay.
So it produces more growth
hormones. Not that matters. Not that that matters. We love everybody, Tom.
It produces more growth hormones, which is important in burning the fat. And creating lean muscles.
Yeah.
So we need that sleep.
Yeah. Well, especially for women is over 40, you need to start to build those muscles. The body gains strength to handle stress better. And I can tell you, like, exercise is just key, but we'll talk about that.
But isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. All that's going on while you're asleep. And if you're not getting the sleep you need, your body cannot build the defenses before coming very, very weak.
Yep. I agree. Okay. So this is what is so dangerous about insomnia and other sleep disorders. Insomnia is such a common sleep disorder that it can make it hard to fall asleep. It can make it hard to stay asleep. It can make it hard to wake up. It can make
not able to go back to sleep.
It can make you not be able to go back to sleep. It just basically,
and you'll be exhausted all the time when you
wake
up tired.
And it's horrible. Okay, so many people go through periods of sleeplessness. It is far more common and frustrating than we all realize, or that we talk about it. I talk about it constantly because
we talk about it like, oh, I'm tired.
No, I talk about it like I want to hurt someone. I'm so tired. Our bodies produce hormones during this time that guides our systems. Sometimes we don't produce enough melatonin, perhaps even over or under producing progesterone, which is huge in helping us sleep. It's the hormone that balances our brains and bodily functions. This can wreak havoc on our sleep, not to mention when you have a traumatic event or life stress. Like I can tell you, when I got a divorce 8 years ago, I know this is ridiculous, but I really haven't been able to sleep since. Like
Yeah.
I sleep, but it's all disordered sleeping.
But that's totally normal. A traumatic event will disrupt
Yeah,
sleep.
well,
that may
it
not be
did it for me.
necessarily insomnia. You may experience it for a couple of weeks. You may experience it for a couple
Most
of months.
people don't have it for
a couple of
8 years,
years.
like I do. Yeah, most
But
don't.
studies are showing us just how important sleep is. So what can we do in the middle of the night when we're awake and we're frustrated?
Well,
what do we do?
Okay, you're not supposed to do what I do because I just lie in bed and stare at the wall and think about all the things that I need to do and I'm stressed out. But you know what my dad used to do? He would either get up and you're supposed to get up and he would go to his office and he would work, or he would walk up and down the hallway 100 times, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Because then he'd be tired and then he could go back to sleep.
Absolutely. So I've actually dealt with insomnia my entire life, even as a young child.
Yeah, me too.
And it was when I was about 16 or 17, I started working with a doctor, trying like all the different sleeping pills right up until my early 20s. And none of them worked for me. They were really bad. So I've done many sleep studies and gone through all of this stuff. It's hard.
Oh.
It is challenging. And I thought I would be super prepared to be a mother when I started having all my babies. I was like, I got this. I never sleep anyway. Oh, it's a whole different kettle of fish.
I can tell you that third baby pushes you over the edge too.
But it took me many years, but I have, I've worked through it.
Now, some people do benefit from sleep aids. Here's the deal. We become habituated to them. So that means that we have to take more and more of them. I can tell you that when I'm having a bad night, I'm definitely taking melatonin, which I think all of us overdo. Yeah. And then Benadryl is what my doctor tells me to do. But get your full body.
Benadryl you have to be careful with.
My kids and I are allergic. Habituated.
My kids and I are allergic to it. It has the opposite effect for us. It keeps us up and makes us hyper.
It can have the opposite effect. Usually it makes people tired, but it can make people hyper. So you need to figure that out. But get a full body check. You might have
with
GERD.
Your doctor.
This is all about your doctor. You might have GERD. Okay, hold on. You might have GERD, you might have sleep apnea and you need to do a study, et cetera, et cetera. So my question is, because I have so many sleep issues, have you found a way to sleep?
I have. And I've got some tips for you guys that we're going to share today. And the first one is a huge one. And that's to enhance sleep while you're awake. Now, what does that mean? How can I enhance my sleep while I'm awake? You can, because proper sleep hormone production depends completely upon proper hormone function during the waking hours. So that means you need to use your body during the day.
Right.
You cannot stay like a lump all day.
Exercise.
Even if you have to force yourself.
I know. Here's the deal. You really want to exercise in the morning, because sometimes when you exercise at night, it actually activates you and
it does give you
energy.
Yeah.
So try to do it in the morning. It's so important, because I know with my naps, we'll talk about my chronic napping. That's probably why I can't sleep at night. But anyways, with my chronic napping, I realized that if I don't exercise, it's just so hard to get my nap in. My nap is so important.
And you need to eat a well-balanced diet. The foods that you're eating are super important. Interestingly enough, there are things that will help your body prepare for their sleep cycle. And yes, we're going to share them with you today. Okay. Coconut oil is actually a big one.
Yep.
Free-range eggs.
Avocados. Pasture-raised meats. And that's organic. And that's, and they're free to graze.
We call them in our family happy cows, happy chickens.
Yeah, I don't know how happy they are, but okay. Organic butter.
And the turkey you were talking about.
Well, okay, so turkey. Have you ever noticed at Thanksgiving that you eat your turkey and you're like, oh my God, I have to go to bed. I have to take a nap. It's because turkey has this natural occurring hormone called tryptophan. And tryptophan makes you tired. And darn, this stuff makes you, it works.
It does. So that's just an example of foods do work. And they will give you the necessary building blocks for your body to put out those sleep hormones that you need.
Yeah, but there are a few foods to avoid as well. Sugars. Listen, I love sugar, but just, try not to eat it after 3 or 4, okay? Grains for dinner, although that makes me tired. I don't know about you. It makes me tired, but okay. Vegetable oil. We found out that vegetable oil is horrendous. Tell your story, please.
I don't have a story, but I researched
tell us about vegetable oil.
When I had my food revolution 15 years ago, I discovered that vegetable oil is actually made from the rapeseed. Okay, it's called rapeseed, R-A-P-E.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
It's called that because in nature, no animal will go near it. No bugs, nothing will go near this, right? But it's grown, I think it's in the corner of the wheat and it's super cheap.
Well, corn is
so somebody
terrible and
figured
wheat's
out a
terrible
way.
too.
Somebody figured out a way to monetize it. So they made it this vegetable oil, but it actually gives the body, it forces your body to create and produce the hormones that are causing problems for your body, not good things.
Do you think it's also because all the fields are poisoned?
Well, it has to do with our soil as well.
Yes.
But it's the rapeseed is the rapeseed, and that's it. Hold on. But it's causing problems with our hormone production. So when you start doing that and messing with that, and then you stop and think, all the different, when you start reading labels and you look at all the different things that have vegetable oil, well, no wonder humans are having a hard time sleeping now.
Yeah, it's in everything.
We're screwing our bodies up huge.
Your ingredients. And I do feel like what I see, and maybe it's just that men don't talk about it. I mean, I feel like women, well, of course, with our hormones, we have more going on, right?
Yeah.
And so it really affects, I feel like women more than men. That would be an interesting study. And I don't know the answers. So the most important thing, number one, always go to your doctor.
Yep.
Go to your doctor and check out your body. Make sure you don't have GERD, which is acid reflux. Make sure you don't have sleep apnea. You can die. You could do a sleep study. There's so many different things, but your doctor needs to do blood work, et cetera, and check out your body.
And there's also supplements you can be taking. So, and the doctor can guide you that things like coconut oil supplements, fermented cod liver oil, magnesium, these are all things that help promote healthy sleep.
Yep.
You also, tip 3, you want to adopt a healthy routine during the day.
Yeah, this is huge.
And this is important because as we were saying, you need to use your body during the day in order to be able to sleep at night. So you want to figure out the time that works best for you to wake up and do that every day because that will start to put your hormones on a regular schedule. So getting up and going to sleep at the same time is pretty important.
Let me say something though. Here's the deal. If you're used to waking up at 10 and your goal is to wake up at 8, do not think you're going to do this the first time you know, the first night. You need to go like half an hour for a week back. So wake up at 9:30, then the next week 9, 8:30. So yeah.
Yeah. You also want to make sure you're exercising and getting plenty of sunlight during the day. And a really interesting thing
I hate sunlight.
While you're out in the sunlight, but you got to get the vitamin D. Okay. If you can get your feet into the ground, no shoes, feet into the dirt, the sand, the grass, whatever you have outside your garden for at least 30 minutes, that actually takes the positive electrons out of your body, because those are the ones that are hurting you from all the EMFs flying around, the EMFs coming out of your phone, your computer, your neighbor's internet, you know, everywhere it's flying around. So this actually, it's called grounding. It helps to take the positive electrons out of your body, and the earth pushes back up the negative electrons, making you feel naturally better. Like, have you ever noticed after you go to the beach how good you feel? You just feel more positive.
Go to the beach because I'm so white. But I will say, like the last, maybe it was like 10 or 15 years ago, all of a sudden, or maybe it was less than that, I don't know. But all of a sudden I was seeing all these people running barefoot. And I was like, why are they running barefoot? What if they step on glass? Well, I think that probably has to do with
something with the grounding.
Yeah.
It's super important. Tip 4, you guys, you want to create your ideal sleep environment. Okay. That means look around your room, make your bed as comfortable as possible, get rid of all the things that are charging. No phones charging, no computers charging, none of that stuff.
Nothing next to your head. Turn it on airplane mode because that's radiation going into your brain. I don't care if they're saying it's true or not. It's true.
Even the electrical clocks you have, those are some of the worst ones for sending out EMFs. Yeah.
Wait,
if you have an electrical, you know, the bedside radio clock radios.
Not if it's like a battery. If it's a battery, is it okay?
I'm talking about the plug-in ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want those, but I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable with that if it's digital.
But you need to know what time it is.
Yeah, put it away from your bed.
Okay, and the other thing is your monitor, keep it as far away from where you really are the majority of the time. Like if you are in the kitchen, if you're in your bedroom, whatever, put it as far away down the hallway, in the office, etc. It's, you know, people get mad because they want their internet access, but you know, sorry, this is more important.
You want to make sure you got the sheets that are best for you, what's most comfortable for you. You want to make it as nice.
Do you know what? I have a real issue if I don't have my pajama bottoms on with my tank top. I know it's
that's
weird.
Part of your sleep routine.
That is
not
part
at all.
of my
I think that's very normal. Everybody has their cozies.
Yeah, and wedge pillows are really good for you if you have like acid reflux. That's really good. We said noise machines.
Lastly, you guys, you want to have a great sleep routine. So you want to have just whatever, maybe at say 8 or 9 o'clock, whenever you're ready to go to bed, do it an hour before. And you want to, you know, take a bath, meditate, do some light stretching
for you.
But take that time to let your body know we're coming down now.
Turn off
time
all
to rest.
the screens. All those blue screens need to go
and
off.
Sound machines are also very helpful.
Amazing. And they have apps nowadays to help you sleep. My daughter uses that. I like to read. Reading just makes me tired, especially if it's academic, then I really want to go to sleep.
But yeah, so those are some great tips for sleeping. We'd love to hear yours too. So please share them down in the comments. Make sure you give this video a like.
I know.
And we will see you on Friday.
Get your sleep. We'll see you on Friday.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.